Hi. Well, it certainly feels good to be back in business and with the Washington Capitals. Sorry it took us so long to figure it out, but we're back, and camp will open on Sunday, and there'll be lots of people here again, and it feels good to get ready to drop the puck. So I've been an entrepreneur since I was a student at Georgetown University in, 1977. I started my first company right down the street on the campus during the bicentennial summer, where I sold red, white, and blue snow cones, a snow cone vending business called Snoko Loco Inc. Be a patriot, eat a snow cone. Since then, I've been involved in literally dozens and dozens of startups, many of them right here in Northern Virginia. And they range from America Online. And in the last couple of years, Steve Case and Don Davis and I have invested more than $50 million in 4 companies, one called AddThis, which is a sharing platform, social sharing platform, which is on Route 7. FedBid, which is also on Route 7 in Tyson's Corner, Resonate Networks, which is in Reston, and Echo 360, which is a little further down the road from Reston. Those 4 companies, I think all told, have employed about 750 people now. So we're here to help and mentor and to help find the next great companies that will start their businesses here and create employment for people and residents in Northern Virginia. We think that's a noble calling, and we know that there's this concept of rise of the rest. Right now there's this mythology that the only great companies that can get started happen out in Silicon Valley. And that's not what we adhere to, what we believe. We think that there's a creative class, that there's unbelievable gifts and talent and infrastructure in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C., and in Maryland, and we want to help stimulate that. We think they're great young entrepreneurs walking amongst us. And all of you hopefully have a big idea. And everything really does start with that vision and that strategy and that concept and chip on your shoulder that you can do something better than everybody else. And that's what I look for. I really look for passion and vision, and then a plan that is very doable and very linear. We're going to start out by doing this. This will be the first signpost that will know that we're being successful. We'll need this much money to get to that point. If we get to that point, this is how we'd expand and get to the next step. And this would be the next signpost that would help us to get to, and this is how much money we would need for that, until that spiral continues and it just becomes self-evident. So I'm encouraging people to take this seriously. I think that this whole bid, Ballston, public, private, academia, the community is really coming together to try and stimulate everything about the creative class in this community. This is a small part of this overall branding and outreach program, but I think it can be a very important part because jobs are still the #1 issue facing our country. And there's no more noble, higher calling for an individual to be able to create a company, see your vision come to life, and then to employ people and to see the trickle down of all of that, where families get supported, kids get to go to good schools in the community, you start to shop in the mall, you start to eat in the restaurants, and the money stays within the community. And we'll probably make that one of the tenets if we are to make an investment, that we want a commitment that you'll stay in this community that's treating you and supporting you so well. And so I look forward to helping, to mentoring. I know this is going to be a kind of a 9-10 month process. I think November is when the deadline will be. We're going to take this very, very seriously. We raised $450 million in our fund. We've only invested 50, so we have a lot of money to put to work. We want to support and put the money in our own hometown, and we hope that there's more than one winner. We hope that there's several of you that come up with great ideas that would be worthy of investing, not just from us, but from all the other venture capitalists and the angels that are in this community. And we should never lose sight of the importance of small business. Big companies, big companies right now retain earnings and they shed jobs. And small businesses are creating all of the new opportunities and all of the innovation that's keeping us competitive, not only against our peers, but against global competition. And so I think that this is an imperative and a huge mandate that our president has put before us to try and create jobs and to get young people back to work. And getting young people back to work is really the most important thing we can do. Young people moving out of the house with their parents and getting jobs, then they go rent apartments, they do better in their careers, they get married, two-wage earner households then buy houses and apartments, and we really get that spiral going. So don't think what you're doing isn't very, very strategic, not just for Ballston, but for our country. So I look forward to working with all of you. I thank everyone here. Joe DePriest, who's our CMO for Monumental Sports, has really done a great job and brought us all here to rally around, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you. Let's go Caps.